For the business of the week, I'm meeting with Nancy DiCarlo at Cloud9 Travel, an actual travel agency in 2015. Nancy, tell me about Cloud9 a little bit and how long you guys have been in business here in Havertown and some of what you guys do.
Well, we're celebrating our 25th year in Havertown. We started down on Darby Road. We were there for maybe a year and a half, moved further up to Darby Road,
right
next to Havertown Pizza, and we were there for almost 22 years, and now we are on Eagle Road. So we are celebrating our 25th year.
25 years, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive. And so obviously you're a full service travel agency, right?
We are. We do everything from airline tickets to rail tickets to cruises to, the only thing we really don't get involved in are bus tours.
Okay.
But everything else we pretty much do.
Excellent. And I was telling you while we were setting up to do this that I was wishing I had remembered you guys were here a couple of weeks ago, because I'm about to do a trip out to LA, and I found it incredibly frustrating to use these supposedly easy to use online do-it-yourself sites that are going to save me money. Wasn't saving me a lot of money, certainly wasn't saving me a lot of time. You do that for people, right?
Absolutely. We have an airline system. We tap into directly to the airline, so we can tell you exactly what the flights are, what the layovers are, what the connections are. They're true pictures of what the actual flights are. So there's no guesswork involved. We can tell you what the price is, what the taxes are, and there's no middleman because we're directly into the airline. And
I think that's one thing people really don't realize is they think the website is actually somehow saving something, but you were just telling me that sites, well, I won't even give them the credit of using their name, but they're using a travel agent themselves sometimes, or there's a middleman involved.
Yes.
So where's the savings really, right?
I'm not sure where the savings is, and the big issue is if there's a schedule change, do they let you know?
Right.
If there is a flight cancellation, do they let you know, and do they protect you on another airline? There's always a middleman. There's nobody
to call.
That's
the other thing.
To call.
If I used you and I was having trouble, I would actually pick up the phone and call Nancy, and Nancy would help me out. Good luck, calling one of these other travel sites where maybe there's customer service, maybe there isn't. But I'll tell you, the kicker in the end of my story was that in the end, after comparing one site to another site and getting really frustrated, I went straight to the airline site, and theirs was actually cheaper than the supposed discount, air site. So I was like really frustrated.
And that'll happen 90% of the time. Many times these online sites have connections that are not legal connections. They've been forced. They're not really true connections. So you have to be real careful with all of that.
So here you have 25 years of experience. You have a real live person. You have somebody who is going to do the legwork for you and is going to be there for you while you're on your trip if you run into any kind of trouble. Is there anything else people should know, why they should be coming to Cloud9 and not just hitting the internet?
Well, our expertise. Many times
25 years of expertise.
That's true. And many times the destinations that people are asking about, we've been there.
Right.
Just to give you an example, I was just down in the Riviera Maya 2 weeks ago. Got to see about 11 hotels, and you see everything from the rooms, every category, to the restaurants, to the pools, to the bars, to the beach.
Right.
What I learned while I was there is that a certain area in the Riviera Maya is so full of seaweed that you cannot use the beaches.
Oh, wow.
Now this is temporary,
right?
But had I not been there,
right, if I was going there next week, you'd be able to give me that heads up.
That's correct.
On a website, I'd be looking at reviews from 6 months ago, and that wouldn't, wow, see, I never even thought of that. That is a great value. So you guys are actually out there and you have real-time experience, not to mention even if you hadn't been there, you probably had a client who had been there, a couple of weeks ago, and you're getting all of this information up to date.
Correct.
Excellent. Okay.
So it's really important to get down to these destinations and to our European destinations. We get to see hotels, we get to experience tours that we can refer to our clients. So it's important for somebody to come to a travel agent so that they can get first-hand experience.
Excellent.
Not just by the book.
Absolutely. So if you're here in Havertown, a big point of doing the business of the week, as I was telling you, Nancy, is that I really think it's important for local people to support local business owners and cycle those dollars into the economy. So if you're planning a trip anytime soon, Nancy's right here on Eagle Road. Very easy to pull in here and meet up and tap into this expertise and get this great information. So come on out to Cloud9 Travel. I'll put all your information up on screen here for people so that they can actually figure out how to get in touch with you.
Thank you, Mark, and we do have a website as well.
Excellent. And the website is?
www.cloud9travel.com.
Go figure. Okay, and I'll put that up on screen too so people can write it down and hit pause. So Nancy, thanks for being on the show and thanks for being our Business of the Week spotlight for the week.
Thank you for having me, Mark.
My pleasure.
Bye.